You see, tonight can go either way. Hearts balanced on a razor blade. Oh, gee, shit. Oh, I just had a dream that I accidentally was sleeping on top of a razor blade. And it stole my kidney. What the hell was that about? Alright, here. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting trauma from just how much people love their goddamn weapons here. That might be why I was dreaming about razor blades. Oh well, I remember we came here, but I don't remember why. So let's just jump. Anyway, surrounded by a mountain, the Lingsheng Su Temple had a long history of martial arts tradition. However, the temple had fallen into disrepair. That sucks. And no trace of its former glory was to be found. According to those living in the village nearby, a horrible disaster had befallen the temple a year earlier. My sympathy, man. As I made my way to the mountain path towards the ruins, I heard the shrill cries of children in the distance. The screams came from a young girl who was desperately wielding a staff in trembling hands, and a young boy, two of them, most likely brother and sister, were being chased by what appeared to be bandits. A bandit was about to grab one of the children's arms when I intervened. I am so sorry you have to deal with me as your savior.
Who the hell are you? You looking to get yourself killed or something?
Alright, quick and to the point, I like it. Oh, hey, I can do that. Hey, I can do that too. I can do it better than you, though. That's just an abject fact. It's proven by science. You see, this is why I failed chiropractor school. Hi, Yoshi. I don't know why, I don't know why I called you that. You're clearly just called Bandit, but something about that stance just makes me think of a Yoshi. A Yoshimitsu. You know, that's impressive that you can hold that one thing in one hand, but I can hold that in one hand and you, so I think I win. You know, if you can't do jack shit with it, then, you know, why have it that big? Maybe you should get some reduction surgery. After defeating the bandits, I turned to find the children huddled together on the ground. Concerned as to what two children were doing alone in these ruins, I carefully asked them to explain themselves, making sure not to intimidate them in the process. That is impossible. Have you seen me? Excuse me.
Oh, we came from the nearby village to gather some wild veggies. Not many people know about this place, so we didn't think there'd be anyone around here. Our dad actually told us to stay away from the Lingsheng Su Temple, but how? Shh. She doesn't need to know that.
It appeared as though the children hadn't told any adults they were coming here. When I urged them to hurry back to the village, the younger girl became somewhat defensive.
The grown-ups are just trying to scare us by telling us we'd go crazy or something bad would happen if we came here. It's fine. Other people come here too, you know.
The young girl told me about the graves nearby and how they regularly had freshly laid flowers on them. Although the people may come to the area, this was no place for children. Their being attacked by bandits was proof of that. When I pointed that out, the two agreed to return to the village, reluctantly admitting they shouldn't have been there to begin with. After seeing the children of the village at the foot of the mountains, I decided to search for the graves they mentioned earlier. Not much time had passed before I found them. Burial site was peaceful, and the graves themselves were arranged beautifully, adorned with exquisite flowers. There was a mystery as to who left the flowers. It was not going to find the answer here. Well, that's a defeatist attitude if I've ever heard one. Ooh. Ooh. Let's keep going on apertures. Oh. That's it. So this is just in search of strength. I don't need to search for strength. Capture the cinnamon thieves. Yeah, you know, we're done. Let's head home. No, I don't want to explore the surrounding area. I would like to move on with my life. Oh, the mysterious old man. How deep. According to Hayol, Ling Shih-Tzu was nearby. However, neither it nor any monks were to be seen. Without warning, the pain in my head had grown almost unbearable. It was an old white-haired man. How the old man was able to ease my pain, I don't know, but I thanked him profusely. At second glance, this was no ordinary old man. He had piercing blue eyes and appeared in peak physical condition. From his bearing, he was a powerful warrior. I recalled Hu Yao had said about the legendary martial artist master who taught the Ling Shih-Tzu. Apparently, the master only left his meditations to pass on his knowledge. The man standing before you fit Hayu's description. He had to be the one I sought. I told him everything, what happened with Hayu had told me, but how Horan had become malvested, and about the medicine I received from the man in black. As he listened to my story, his expression grew serious. Why so serious, man? Well, we walked a long way, just throwing that out there. Still can't use that yet. Okay. How do I install those bonuses? I don't remember. Alright, fine, let's go. The man led me to a beautiful temple, deep in the mountains, surrounded by clear, bubbling streams. Not a person was in sight. When we entered a comfortable, if small, stone room, the man took his ease. Let's go with that. Hey, Herberdub. Hey, this is here's your doobadoo. I see. Hey, oi, mama. He's I see me. Confused though I had no reason to refuse his request. I wasn't sure what the request was, to be perfectly honest, but he had agreed to help me save Horan, so I happily accepted. For some reason. Hurry up.
Who's this?
Hurry up.
As you wish, master.
Battle 1. Fight!
That's a nice outfit, bro. Just saying. I spin you right round, baby, right round. And that's why I'm the best.
This is what a true fight is all about.
Huzzah. I honestly thought the ring outs were turned off, given how high in the air I tossed him by the edge. Excuse me. How am I coughing? I don't have any lungs.
Yeah, I saw equilibrium. Barely maintained between self and darkness. Master? Yes, Master.
Keelik bowed and left. The sun had set, but it appeared he still had training to do. Well, that was fun, I guess. Returning to the temple, I asked the old man if I had been of help. Right, sure, Oran showed no sign of waking. I had no choice but to leave him with the old man, though I wasn't sure if he could help. I remember that Horan said he had trained in order to gain control of himself. Horan knew he had darkness in his heart. Could he live with his sins? I mean, I don't have a choice. I have to live with my sins. Damn immortality. The only one with the answers was Horan. It would no doubt be a difficult question to face. Startled, I looked at the old man. He stared at me intensely, his eyes filled with wisdom and sadness. It was as though he was nothing. There was nothing he didn't know. Before I knew it, I was telling him about everything that had happened to me. He listened calmly and patiently. My heart began to throb, reminding me I needed to find an astral fissure. I explained that I had to go to creme brulee and thank the old man for his help with Oran. He nodded. Giddick approached me as I was preparing to leave.
Hey, Edgelord, Master told me to help you prepare for the Treasure Mounts road ahead.
We hadn't known each other long, but I felt connected to Keelik. I think it was probably when I accidentally lodged my foot up his ass and we were stuck together for about 3 weeks. Yes, this whole thing happened over the course of 3 weeks. What of it?
I have a feeling our paths will cross again. When we do, I hope we can have a rematch.
I'll kick your ass. Keelik saw me off and I began my journey to Korea. Oh good, I got high tea. Is that anything like high C? Yeah, I might need to change weapons, but we'll see. On the way to Krambabam, I came across a wagon packed full of weapons. Likely an arms merchant's. I mused over where the cart was headed, when suddenly the cart shuddered to a stop. The cart shook as a huge man stepped down. He was as big as a bulldog.
I shall strong weapon. I am Rushline, strong weapons for the strong person only.
Well, wait. You're a weapons gatekeeper. That's, good for you for your enthusiasm, but gatekeeping's always bad.
Hey, look, Rake. Boss should have weapon.
Rustlin came at me, swinging his giant axe. It was clear there was no reasoning with him, so I hurriedly drew my weapons. This is BS. And we all know that, right? I mean, just as long as we're all on the same page, this is fucking bullshit.
Battle 1. Fight!
Hey, I'm lifting you and your big weapon up, so I think I might have proved that I'm strong enough for my weapons. Just saying. And that's the way the dump plumps. Fight ended with Rustlin's gigantic body struck the cart, causing the avalanche of weapons to fall on top of him and pin him to the ground. Ha! Gotta move. So the weapons looked like they would come in handy on my journey. Fuck you.
Nerd, boss's weapon. We're strong, but boss stronger. That's why it's his weapon.
Fuck you. And Rustlin and picked up how to find weapon to take.
No, you pay. Do not forget.
What? I never said I was a saint. Oh, poo, and that's worse than what I was holding. Should have switched weapons. Just could have gotten a better one of a different kind. Rain was near. I would likely arrive before sundown. Two people appeared seemingly out of thin air. They were dressed all in black, like the man in that place.
Oh, hi there. Easy now. We've got a message for you from Sir Edgy Boy. No, not Edgelord. That's you. It's Edgy Boy. It's waiting for you in Coconut.
What? Edgy boy? Was that the man in black's name?
Dion, I'm still not sure this is wise to trust her.
Look, just because I look like, goth Barbie doesn't mean I'm not trustworthy. The fact that I'm not trustworthy means I'm not trustworthy.
Fret not, Natalie. Remember that Aswell is no doubt nearby. Which means we're needed back at base. Exactly. It would be difficult for us to assist Sir Edgy Boy in this. It's best thing we can do right now is to stand aside. You there. Head to the astral fissure. Our message is delivered, so we'll take our leave of you.
With that, they both simply vanished. Something was happening, that was for sure, and it, sounded like time was of the essence. You get back to the astral fissure, and your bum had disappeared quite suddenly. Got a feeling Edgy Boy's gonna be here. The astral fissure floated in the air above the wreathed ruin, cast an ominous light, distorted ever so slightly by the scorching heat of the desert. I thrust both my arms into the astral fissure, a stream of power surged through me. Well, no, what a sight to behold. You. The man in black. Edgy boy appeared, seemingly out of nowhere. Answer me, why do you seek the power of the astral fissure? Fuck you, you stole my voice, I'm not talking. I've no desire to get embroiled in the meaningless squabble at this moment. I am sure you feel the same. However, when conflict is necessary, you can rest assured that I will not stay my hand. Edgy boy quickly raised his weapons. Even if I could defeat him, I would have enough strength left to escape the blazing heat of this desert. I had no choice but to try to reason with him. I quickly described what had happened to me and told him that I would die without the power of the astral fissures. Much of your story rings false, but some of what you say does match your information. So I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Next time we meet, I'll have answers from you, but I have more pressing matters to attend to now. Oswald, he will no doubt appear soon. If what you say is true, he's your enemy too. Edgy boy fell silent. Who was this asshole? The qualifiers had mentioned the name too. I waited for the Edgy boy. I waited with Edgy boy. A feeling of unease gripped my chest.
Blessed be. The astral fissure actually disappeared.
Asshole.
Why, if it isn't my darling Edgy boy, how on earth have you been?
I came to retrieve the spirit sword fragment from your filthy hands. Make you pay for your crimes with your life.
I'd expect nothing less of the Aval organization's top dog. Such mindless loyalties. You simply wouldn't be you without it, Oh, have you been making friends, Edgy boy? I thought my memory was second to none, but I failed to recall seeing this. WT fuck are you supposed to be? Well, I was still with the organization. Well, color me befuddled. What the actual fuck are you wearing? Are you blind? Are you on methamphetamine? Wait, you're a doll, so you can't be affected by hard drugs. What the actual hell? You're an odd one, aren't you? Why on earth would you be here if you aren't with the organization? Now, don't tell me. Let me guess for myself. Yes, I see.
In the blink of an eye, his expressions and manner went from mocking, obstinate to contemplative, his tone sharp and serious.
You must be the one that took care of the astral fissures that was here, correct? Oh, happy days. To think I'd meet someone like you. I've got to see my little Edgy boy too. Wunderbar. Well, hello there. You were involved in everything that has happened in India, correct? Fascinating. You exude the same aura as an astral fissure.
Okay, you gonna tell me what that means?
Oh, I see. Oh, how intriguing. Such an intriguing specimen. It's clear why my darling Edgy boy here would be smitten with you. Well, it appears the stage is set for you, and I'd put a wondrous performance. A fight over the astral fissure. Such a dramatic setting. I can barely contain my excitement. Simply cannot wait to. Can't wait to meet you again. Adieu.
You will not escape.
Arr.
Edgy boy moved to pursue asshole, but strange man's minions stood in his path.
Oh, this is a little gift from me to you, my darling Edgy boy. Doesn't it just bring back memories of your little friend, Curtis?
You cocksucking bastard!
These inconsequential creatures are merely fair experiments, but they pose quite the threat to a group, don't they? Oh, I'm sorry, but please save your glares for someone who cares. You think I feel no pain? I feel for them, I do. But they were a necessary step in the path to humanity's salvation. Such a tragedy. I can hardly bear it.
Anyway,
Well, I do enjoy our conversations. Every moment I must endure this wretched company pains me to no end.
On Aswell's command, the Malfested soldiers attack.
Arr.
Jeez, did I just eat that person's rib cage? That was like metal as fuck. Well, I'll survive. I have got you to land on.
Your soul surges in your body.
Sweet. Ooh, level 17. Wait, that means I can... Sweet. I'll be using this for the next little bit. By the time we had dispatched the Malfested soldiers, Asshole was nowhere in sight. Ugh, I believe we're done here. Edgy Boy was a formidable warrior. Like he could have handled all those enemies alone. I don't know his ultimate goal, but he's absorbing the power of the astral fissures in its pursuit. That's why I said he's your enemy. Asshole is also traded with our organization. One of my missions was to dispose of him. After everything that happened, Edgy Boy seemed a little more open to questions. I asked him to tell me more about his group. The Avaral organization's purpose is to destroy those who have lost their humanity. Outsiders. I'm still unsure whether or not you are one of them. You have absorbed astral fissures, so normally I would not hesitate to just dispose of you. But let us make a deal. Judging by your movements up to this point, you do not know where the astral fissures will appear, correct? I can provide you with that information. In return, you will work with us to take care of the fissures. Know that your answer here will help me decide whether or not you are an outsider who must be destroyed. That seems, kind of very toxic against, people who... That seems kind of racist, is all I'm saying. What do you say? Do you believe it to be an attractive offer? Oh, trust me, I don't think anything in this world will be as attractive as me, but... Edgy Boy was spot on when he told me the astral fissures would appear in Quran, that place. Such information would be incredibly useful to me. At the moment, I had no way of knowing where to head next. After some consideration, I took Edgy Boy up on his offer. Your power will help us achieve our goal. However, if I detect any sign of treachery, we'll cut you down where you stand. And hey, you stole my voice, Edgy Boy, so I will happily cut you down in return. First, we must depart this desert. Once that has been accomplished, I will tell you where to find the next astral fissure. Rage. I continued along the desert road for what felt like ages. It was actually just 10 minutes. I'm just very impatient. No longer interested in the unchanging scenery around me, I quietly trudged forward, with my eyes on the path ahead of me. Gross stopped abruptly and stared. Edgy Boy stopped abruptly and stared at the sand dune in front of us. I strained to see what was holding his attention, but I could see nothing. There's 8 outsiders just beyond these dunes up ahead. There are 3 in the shadows of the rock up on the right. I asked him how he knew that when he turned around to face me. His left eye seemed to glow red for a moment. Hey, my right eye can do that. I will take care of those in front. You handle the rest. Let's go. Okay, I mean, evenly split. It seems like a completely rational way to divvy out the work. You know, has anyone ever told you you've got a great set of abs? Oh dear. I might have been better if I stuck with my other weapons.
Is here to rest.
Okay. Going a bit better already. What are you wearing? That miniskirt is awesome. Can I have that?
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
All right, one more time with this, and then we'll mix things up, I suppose. Okay, different weapon.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Stop mocking me. Stop making fun of the fact that I don't have a soul, okay? Let's try this one first. Blah blah blah, me, blah 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 blah, me. Alright, not bad, not bad. Excuse me. Damn it. We're still gonna do this one again because I got close.
Now lays here to rest.
I mean, at least I won, right? Okay, I did pretty good against you. So, so much for doing pretty good against you. Yeah, I'm just cheating at this point. Alright, new weapon.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Okay. And go. So far, so good. Wow, I like kneed him in the head while he was like mid-flight. That was awesome. Those was him that Malfested we fought in Karama. Asshole must most likely sent them to slow us down. I stole a glance at Edgy Boy as he looked down the Malfested he had defeated. His normally stoic, emotionless face was flushed with a tinge of anger. Perhaps it had something to do with that Malfested-like aura he gave off earlier. There's no need for you to know that, although I'd imagine you aren't satisfied with that answer. Yeah, no fucking shit, I'm not satisfied with that answer. Edgelord pointed to the lens he was wearing over his left eye. Just think of it as a feature of this lens. Just imagining things, however. Edgelord paused for a moment, averted his gaze, and muttered softly. When asshole is involved, I do have a tendency to become emotional. I will admit that. If we stay here much longer, we will play right into assholes, and we should hurry.
Your soul surges in your body.
This wind does not bode well. Pick up the pace. Hey, your breathing's ragged. Can you continue? I don't breathe. What are you talking about? I'm a doll. Yeah, I don't need air. Lights cannot fool me. You've been dragging your legs for some time. Well, one of my ball joints popped out. What do you want from me? Enemies are approaching. It's okay to act strong, but in battle you must be strong. Ready yourself. Oh, it's you. I don't remember your voice, so...
Yeah, it's been a long time, edgy boy. So you haven't washed your hands, that pathetical group of yours. What a fool. You don't know what's beauty. You don't know beauty when you see it. If you still insist on opposing Lord Asshole, I will have to strip your flesh from your bones here now.
Try it. The ones who cannot escape death are traitors, like Asshole and you.
Like, always barking at you. Come on, Valtro, show them the results of the experiments.
Shut your mouth. Don't give me orders. I'm gonna use the power that Lord Asshole gave to crush you.
So, these powers gave you a stutter? I mean, I'm not judging. I mean, I feel bad for anyone who does have to genuinely live with a stutter. I am not trying to throw shade at all. I may have made a horrible mistake. What just happened? You can't hurt me. Valtro was a large man, but the strength and stamina he showed was unnatural.
Now you know the power of a ascended warrior. That's the fruit of Lord Asshole's research. Lord Asshole told me about his experiments on you, edgy boy. He said you were a great help to him. Lord Asshole spoke highly of you. You were the first subject infected with malfestation to be able to retain a sense of self after all.
I see.
Now, Valtro, unleash your full power. Repay your debt to Lord Asshole. Love it if you used your power too, edgy boy. I'm thrilled at the prospect of observing how an older experiment measures up against the latest masterpiece. This mission is truly a thing of beauty.
Lord Asshole shows me I have surpassed the human race. Whenever I finally passed the test, he smiled. He gave me his love. I'll crush you with this power, Lord Asshole gave me. Excuse me. Melter charges us at unbelievable speed. Instinctively, I close my eyes to brace for impact. There's a dull thud. Valtro cried out in confusion and dismay. Of my eyes as he grows, blocking Valtro's with only his left arm. He's gone Super Saiyan.
Surpass the human race. Is that what asshole said?
Edgyboy's voice was dripping with murderous intent, and the hairs on the back of his neck stood up. Edgyboy's left eye was glowing with malicious blood-red light.
Very well. You wish to know what it's like to surpass human race? Then know this, outsider.
Ah. In a flash, Vulture fell to the ground, squirting blood.
Deliver this message to asshole for me. Perform whatever experiments, create whatever soldiers you like, it doesn't matter. All who stand in my way will die.
No, this isn't beautiful at all. I am a one-note villain, by the way.
Daniel and his allies fled into the swirling winds of the growing sandstorm. Only once they'd completely disappeared did Edgyboy relax. In the dead of the aura, he gave off a bait. The sandstorm was worse than we'd imagined. It took cover in some ruins, half buried in the sand. I couldn't get what was happening out of my mind and found myself staring at Edgyboy's left arm. If you have something to say, then say it. The power of an outsider, I became infected on a mission when I was injured in a fierce battle against one of them. Asshole treated the wound. Luckily, he's partially to blame for what has become of me. But know this, I'll use every tool at my disposal to carry out my duties. Be that this power or you. Well, fuck you too, man. He was a friend. I killed him. Something else to say. Wow. Calling you Edgyboy was spot on, man. His experiments were always too risky, too dangerous. Even back when he was one of us. After his betrayal, he formed the Qualifiers, a group of fanatics who worship the very ground he walks on. Asshole selects the human guinea pigs for his mad experiments from their numbers. Very well. We waited for the sandstorm to pass in silence. Though I grew more and more impatient with every wasted moment, Edgyboy sat motionless, his face betraying no emotions. This is nothing compared to the blizzards in my homeland. Oh, you're one of those people who has to one-up everyone. Alright then. Even the fearsome Edgyboy had a place he calls home. The thought made him seem somewhat less threatening and more douchey. And human, but still, he seems rather douchey. So what happened to the outsider you picked up in that place? I see. Could barely believe that you were serious about carrying a bound outsider to some mountain temple, but I suppose that's what I perceived as foolish allowed you to save his life. Seemed that the sandstorm had finally died down. Let's go then. It's the city not far from here. We'll speak about the astral fissures there. We're in chapter 3 now. Okay. What's this that showed up? Oh, wait, that's... When I arrived at the trading house of Daka's merchant I recognized from the road repair job were there to greet me, but their expressions were troubled.
I bid you welcome. My name is Maharashi. I represent the merchants here in Alfair City. The road that was repaired with your help has not seen much use. Bandits raid it constantly, and few goods make it through.
The Merchants Guild master asked me to help him once more by protecting goods and caravans traveling along the roads. Nodded my agreement, and just as a woman arrived, I appeared that the two knew each other.
So, you're the famous god everyone is talking about. I would like to depart tonight, but I need an escort. Are your services available? My name is Lila. Layla. Lila? We're gonna go with Lila. It's a pleasure.
The wooden road through the wetlands is a narrow and treacherous path for horse carts. Little wobble can cause the wheels to slip off the planks, and leave you mired.
Yeah, what's that?
In the light of the moon, we spotted a number of small boats approaching stealthily through the inlets and water channels by the road.
It's them.
A group of armed men leapt out of their boats onto a nearby sandbar and charged us. It was an ambush.
They take the lot of goods. Stand back and don't move.
Not tonight. Do your job, Edgelord. You're the brute that beat up our friends before, aren't you? We'll make you pay for that.
You know, given the fact that I beat the piss out of your friends, maybe you should realize I can beat the piss out of you. I mean, just saying. And that's how you skin a kitten. That's how you skin a douchebag. And yeah, no kidding, I win. Yeah, gee. Ben swiftly boarded the boats and paddled away.
You're quite skilled, thank you.
I had kept the cargo safe, but something about the bandits' actions bothered me. The way they handled the boats and the retreat seemed practiced. In addition, we had only finalized our departure earlier today, that they had set up an ambush in an ideal location to catch us. As I pondered the situation, my eyes met that of Lila, who'd been gazing at me. She offered a brilliant smile.
Are you done ruminating? Let's just be off, my bodyguard.
That can wait. After an arduous journey across the harsh desert, I found myself in the oasis city of that place. I've arranged to meet my subordinates here.
Oh, forgive my tardiness, sir.
What have they decided?
Sir, the 12 have spoken. Although it's unclear whether or not the subject is an outsider, the majority have voted to allow her to accompany us on the mission. There's treating this as a special case.
Understood.
Sir, I have one more thing to report.
You found Asshole, or have you located another astral fissure?
Neither. The 12 wish for you to investigate a facility there and destroy it if possible.
I have the orders here.
So, Asshole was here. Dion, Natalia, head to the facility and carry out the mission.
Sir. Understood.
Dion and Natalie walked out.
Locked out. I asked Edgy Boy what her next move was. He turned to face me. Location of the astral fissure remains unknown, but be ready. We leave whenever necessary. When your preparations are complete, meet me here. Okay. Okay. Wandering through the city, I heard a cheered voice shouting to the crowd. Noticed an energetic young woman standing in front of a shop.
Gather round, behold, bolt of the blacksmith's most beautiful blade, forged by a legendary blacksmith that boasts untold sharpness.
Despite her best efforts, the passerbys did just that. Pass her by.
Nothing today either.
That girl caught sight of me.
Hey, you! That's a fine weapon you got there. You look capable of handling yourself, too. I need you to do something for me. Here's payment up front.
She tossed over a bag of coin and then drew a sword. She had been trying to sell and pointed it at me.
It's time for a demonstration. Don't worry, I'll go easy on you.
Okay. Okay, that escalated quickly. You know, I'm not an expert on blacksmithy, but wouldn't you want to wear something that covers up more of your skin so you don't get hit with, like, the hot metal sparks?
Thanks. That'll get their attention. Well, everyone, now that you've witnessed the sword in action, why not buy it? I'll even throw in some something extra sweet in the pot.
The demonstration seemed to have been a success, and people crowded around her. Some seemed very interested in her other merchandise, too.
What an excellent choice. This is our latest axe design.
When the swarm of customers eventually disappeared, the blacksmith walked over to me, smiling broadly.
You really saved my skin. If you want to show off a weapon, you gotta use it, right?
Commented her on her passion and courage and her innovation, sales technique, and she grew flustered.
Now, I'm not really doing this for the thrill of commerce. I need the money. I got something I need to get back. Anyway, who cares about that? The name's Bolter, and I'm the boss here, and it's at this smithy. Well, I mean, I'm the only one who works here, so yeah. Anyway, take this as a token of my thanks. I don't just make weapons, you know, I upgrade them too. The materials I just gave you are used to do just that. If you need me to upgrade any weapon, you know where to find me.
Anyway, I finished up my preparations and meant to meet Edgy Boy. He was waiting for me. Good, you're here. The situation has changed. Dion and Tally should have reached the facility by now. We had to hear word from them. Something that likely happened. We're going after them. If something happens to them, it'll be on my head. So it sounds more like to me you just want to avoid being yelled at by your superiors rather than show genuine, concern, but whatever. You do you, bro. Oh, wow. The bustling streets of this place was dyed by the colors of setting suns. I opened a familiar door, and the ringing of a blacksmith's hammer paused.
Welcome. Ah, it's Edgelord. There's a sight for sore eyes. I just finished up. Let me have a drink. Let's have a drink. Go on, drink now.
I don't have a stomach.
Volta's cleared. She seemed forced. There was something bothering her, so I asked her what it was. She smiled bitterly. Rats, that's obvious. The Royal Army wants to take another look at the people who make their equipment, so they're heading to... they're holding an exhibition. That sort of position carries a lot of honor, so I normally leap at the chance, but the competition's stiff. Another smith called Yanshi's been making a real name for himself lately. His work isn't great, but his prices can't be beat. I want to go in the opposite direction. This is a smithy with techniques that have been passed down for generations. The effort I put into the metal makes it something special. But my source of good iron have dried up. There's not much time until the exhibition, and I was wondering, how do I get my hands on some decent materials?
I asked if I could lend her a hand, and Bolta smiled sheepishly.
I knew you were a woman I could count on. I didn't want to trouble you, but here we are. Thanks for the help.
2 days' travel from the city was a wide salt lake. Much of it had dried up, leaving a flat, wide expanse of land.
This used to be the bottom of the sea, and the high-quality iron sand accumulated here over the centuries. Sands belonged to the local lord, but he isn't given permission to gather sand here today. Yeah, but you didn't get permission from us, so get out of here. Wait. I did get permit, but not... No. You're unstugs. Ah, you never give up. I guess we'll have to convince you the hard way.
Damn you.
Oh, damn you, we won't forget this. Watch your back.
The ruffians uttered one last threat before fleeing the anyway.
That lot works for Alson, a local mercenary captain. He's of noble birth, but fortune comes and goes, right?
Volta muttered as she grasped her pick. Something was on her mind, but this was not the time to pry. The smith dug quickly through the layers of salt, revealing black earth underneath.
There we are. Yeah, this is the quality I was looking for. Really owe you for this. Thanks.
Volta gave me a delighted smile. Oh, man, I really hate to say this, but I'm getting really sleepy again. So, we're gonna have to end it here. Good night.